Hey YouTube, Andrew here with 206 Cycle Works. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be changing the clutch out on this 350 xcf-w. Customer wants to pull out the Rekluse clutch and put the OEM clutch back in. Come tag along. Alright, I'm going to get you guys set down here. I think you guys should be able to see everything's going on. Alright, start by getting the skid plate out of here. Make sure there's no dirt that's gonna potentially fall in. Looks like we got some leaves or something in here I need to get out. So make sure when you open this cover you don't get any contaminants inside that motor. Customer did a pretty good job getting everything clean. Sometimes they're not as nice. Alright, next I'm going to remove the bolt from the brake here. The actual brake lever to the master cylinder. And we can just pull that whole entire bit out of there. Set it aside. Get the spring off. And we can get that out of the way. Go around here. Grab a Torx bit to get that one out. Looks like whoever was in here last ran that one in or didn't put the washer back on it. There we go. So I see something down in there. Piece of pine straw. This guy does a lot of what I would call hard enduro off-road riding. one of those you just go out and kind of make your own trail kind of guys. Alright, so we're back here. I don't know why my phone decided it wanted to stop recording there. I'm glad I caught it before I kept going. I did pull this cover off already. But where it stopped, I was scraping the dirt out of that hole there. But yeah, the gasket looks pretty good. I think I've got a new one here. If I do, I might go ahead and replace it. Alright, next we're going to start by cracking loose the 6 bolts here in the center. Crisscross pattern. Alright guys, I'm back again. I don't know if I ran out of storage, deleted some stuff. Hopefully we'll keep the video going here. I want to say where it left off, I just pulled out, or was pulling out the last of the screws here on this Rekluse setup. So there's your adjusting ring, Belleville washer. This is a spacer for the Rekluse setup. Judder spring. These will be reused with the OEM clutch. Rekluse pressure plate. It's kind of stuck to the push out and throw out bearing there. Take this out. Should be able to spin this a little bit and get this portion where you can go in here like that. KTM has these cutouts and you can almost grab the entire stack. Actually, I did get the entire stack. Excuse me. Grab some water here. Alright, now I'm just gonna give this a little visual inspection. Basket looks good. Our dampening bushing's got a little bit of play, but not the worst I've seen. This is a stock clutch. I don't know if you guys can see in this bag down here. It's got oil in it. I've had it soaking. If I pulled this clutch out of this bike, pretty fresh into its life. So this should be just fine. You gotta be careful when you're doing this that you don't knock any of these locating pins loose when you stick your first couple of plates in. When I worked in the dealerships, I had seen where people had done their own clutch work or taken it to somebody that haphazardly put it together, and those end up getting down into the bottom end, and we have all sorts of issues. I'm not seeing a little bit of discoloring on some of those steel plates, but they're true. I've seen a heck of a lot worse. They should work just fine. So you got all your plates and fibers in there. Put back on our push rod and thrust bearing. Sure this guy's clean. There's a little dirt on there. Put that on. We got our judder spring. Belleville washer and our adjusting ring. This adjusting ring has 3 markings on it here. I'm going to put it in the middle one. So on number 2, and we'll see how our spring checks out. Oh, don't lock in. These locking extensions are real nice when you're working around an engine. Tight places where your socket could get knocked off. I'm just going to slowly go down evenly on these. guess one thing I left out, just because I've done this so many times, is that judder spring. It does have a marking on it that says top. It is directional. I just didn't point that out when I put it together. Just thinking if anybody watching this hasn't done this 100 times. Alright, they're seated down. I'm going to put a little torque on them. Manual calls for 6 Newton meters on this bike. I'm using Sonic tools. It's what they use at the KTM schools. It's what the factory KTM team uses. So now that we got that installed, I'm going to check out our spring and make sure we chose the right measurement there, or the right setting on that wheel adjusting ring. How you do that is you take a flat edge, lay it across, and then you want to look in the manual for the spec for your clutch. This one looks to be pretty good. So I'm gonna go see if I've got a new O-ring for this. This one is a little squished right here. And I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back with you. Thanks for staying tuned in here. I did not end up having a gasket, so I ended up putting a little bit of Honda Bond on there. Really good stuff for stuff like this. When you don't have a gasket, you want to make sure it seals. These bolts get torqued to 10 Newton meters. That one's trying to, this plastic is soft and it's kind of cracked right there. That's why this one was being a little finicky. Alright. I'll reinstall our brake plunger. Clean any dirt between that spherical bearing and the lever. Grab a Loctite. And a little waterproof grease. Right, and that also will be torqued to 10 Newton meters. Alright, we got our spring. Alright, that's a clutch swap or change on a KTM. Any of the bikes that have the Belleville style washer, 250SX, 300, 2-strokes, 450, 500s, they all have the same style clutch. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.